Hey, this is Joe. This is Silent Joe Talks, and it's November 8th, 2025. And yeah, just chilling. Just got back from the store, getting some groceries. Um, yeah, just kind of the same as usual. Just kind of chilling. Yeah, not much as usual. It's happened this week. I finally finished the Batman Telltale games, and it was actually a lot of fun. The last episode, at least, because I literally have no memory of like anything that happened in that episode, apparently, because yeah, it seemed all very like new to me. Like, I don't know if that's because of like a different path I took, or I just straight up like don't remember. Cause usually with Telltale games, like they go off in like separate paths, but they at least like there's like certain points that meet or whatever that are the same. But I felt like with episode 5 of Batman, it seemed like seemed completely different. Or it wasn't, and I just don't remember. Because I also don't remember how it went the first time I played. Like, the only thing I know is that I went down the path of John, or Joker, going like the villain route instead of like trying to be the hero or whatever. I do remember that, though. First time I played, but as far as like anything that actually happened like in the episode, I must have forgotten, because I didn't remember anything that went on in the episode. It all seemed like very new to me, so that was kind of cool. So I finally finished that, and I've decided to start playing Doom Eternal. The DLCs, the Ancient Gods DLC, just because I've never played them, and I really do like that game, and I know there is a new Doom out, and I should probably play that one, because I've heard of nothing but good stuff about that one, Doom Dark Ages, but I don't know, I like Doom Eternal. It is kind of like a learning curve, though, getting back into it, because everything's like super fast paced, and I'm just not. I don't know. I don't really play games that way, like just kind of like going crazy and going super fast and all that. So I don't know. I'm sure if anybody watches my Doom videos, they probably, I don't know, they'll probably hate it, because I do like try and like slow down, and I don't know, but I do my best. And also I'm playing on the easiest difficulty, which people, I don't know, if anybody even watches my videos, probably give me shit for that, but I don't care. I like having a good time and constantly dying over and over again because something's too hard. Just not what I want out of a game, as of right now at least. Although I feel like when I was younger, I would try to like, I feel like I've talked about this before, but like as a kid, I would try to like challenge myself, play things on the hardest difficulty, or put like certain handicaps on myself to make things more challenging. But I feel like right now in my life, I kind of just want things to like go smooth sailing and stuff. So now I play everything like on easy mode, and I don't know, just, which is probably like maybe like a pendulum swing. Maybe I went too far left. It's, maybe if I ever get bored of doing things easy, I'll probably swing back and try to like maybe just start playing games normally, like on normal difficulty and stuff. But yeah, for now, I kind of have more fun when when things are kind of, I don't know. Sounds very sounds like I'm being a bitch, but I don't know. Maybe I am. Um, but yeah. So I bought Ancient Gods Part 1, and I'm currently playing through that now. I'm not really sure how long these DLCs are. I mean, they were $20, so I assume they're gonna be pretty long, or at least a couple videos worth, and not just like a one-off, like with other DLCs that I've played in the past on other games. But yeah, I'm currently playing that. I'm also still dabbling in Borderlands 4 a little bit, just to kind of play. I don't know, just fully get my. I don't know what words I'm trying to use. I guess trying to suck out all the juice I can out of that game. Like, I'm not officially bored with that game yet, so I'm still having a bit of fun playing with that. And I also found out this morning that you can't duel in Borderlands 4, which is, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they took that feature out, because it also wasn't in Wonderlands, and now it's not in Borderlands 4. And I don't know. Maybe it's like a weird game developer thing where they just didn't have the space for it, or maybe they did some sort of poll and found out that most people who play Borderlands games don't really use that feature anymore, so they took it out or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. It just sucks because I have fond memories of in the earlier Borderlands games, me and my brother would play, and we would always compete against each other, especially in the first one, because I remember in Borderlands 1 they had the dueling against each other, but they also had these arenas set up on different maps where you actually go, and there was a whole arena set up that you could pin against other players and stuff, and that seemed a lot of fun. But now you can't really do that. I mean, I guess I could still play with my brother, together and stuff, but it just kind of sucks that we can't fight each other, I guess. I don't know. And another thing, because we can't go against each other, it's one game that we can't do on our Christmas Eve bet. Me and my brother, we have this bet that we do every year where we play a series of games against each other, and each game that we play, we bet a certain amount of money, and then whoever wins in that game gets the whole pot. And yeah, and now we can't do that with Borderlands 4, which kind of sucks. But yeah, in terms of games, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I haven't really been watching a lot of shows lately, but I have started watching a new show. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but it's Pluribus, I think it's called. It's from the creators who did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, which I'm a huge fan of. My favorite shows. My two favorite shows ever. So I've started watching that. I did have to get an Apple subscription to watch it, which I'm not really a fan of. But because it's an Apple TV original, so had to do that to watch it. And so far it's pretty interesting. It's definitely you could tell watching it, it's his kind of Vince Gilligan. It's definitely a Vince Gilligan show, which I love. I love whenever you watch a show or a movie, you could just tell by the way it's made that it was made by that person. yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, there's like certain shots or dialogue or whatever that you just know when you see it or hear it. Like, oh, that's a Vince Gilligan show, or that's definitely a Quentin Tarantino movie, and stuff like that. And I really like that with this show, and I'm definitely interested in it. And it's very like sci-fi, or at least more, I guess, more sci-fi than, yeah, than Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Like, yeah, I'm just excited where it goes. I've only watched the first episode because I think there's 2 episodes out right now, and then I guess every Friday they'll release new episodes. And I've only watched the first episode. I'm very interested in it. See where it goes. And yeah, I don't know. That's all I got for this week, I guess. Hope everyone who's listening, or if there is anybody listening, that they're having a great day today. It is November, which means in a couple weeks it'll be Thanksgiving, and I am looking forward to that. I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, got nothing else, so talk to you guys whenever, and I'm out.
Hey, this is Joe, and this is Silent Joe Talks. Today is November 9th, 2020, and yeah, not really doing much today. I just put my 360 down in the garage, and I've been playing that. Been playing the first Borderlands quite a bit. Because this year, or I don't know if I've mentioned it before, I'm sure I have in previous episodes, but me and my brother, we have this thing every year that on Christmas Eve, we just spend all day together playing games, playing video games, eating, drinking, all that fun stuff. And then we do this thing called the bet, where we have like 5 video games that we play and we bet money on, and we play against each other, and then whoever wins, wins the most money out of it, wins the whole thing, wins the bet. And I think right now I'm in the lead because I won last year, which is pretty cool. And so I decided this year, since it's kind of, technically last year was our 10-year anniversary of doing it, but because we played on my brother's, since it was my brother's year, every year we kind of switch off game systems. Like 1 year it's the PlayStation, next year's the Xbox. And then since last year was the PlayStation, we didn't really celebrate or kind of anything like that. So this year, I'm gonna plan to do a classics year where, we play basically the games that we played during the first year that we did it. And the games we're playing is first Borderlands, which I'm currently playing on, right now, trying to make a new character, level them up, max level, and all that. And I'm playing Gears of War 2, which is going to be pretty cool. It's kind of like our favorite Gears game out of the whole franchise. And Fusion Frenzy, which we used to play together when we were kids. We only played the demo because I think I had Project Gotham Racing 3 for the original Xbox, and back then some games came with a demo of another game on it. And one of those demos was Fusion Frenzy. And we would play Fusion Frenzy like all the time. So, and then now we have the full game. There's like a bunch of mini games that we've never played before. Be pretty cool to do. So we're doing that. Then Tony Hawk's Underground, another game that we would play on an original Xbox, like all the time when we were little. That's gonna be pretty fun. And the last game is gonna be Madden 09, the year when we started this whole tradition bet thing. And I think I'm gonna make Madden a little more interesting, like add like certain rules, maybe like no field goals and no punts. Like you have to go for it, fourth down every time, type of thing. Just make things a little more interesting. Even though really Madden games are kind of like my weakness or whatever when it comes to those things. Like my brother will probably win. I don't think whenever we have a sports game, I don't think I've ever won a sports game whenever we do them, but whatever. I don't know. I'm not really a competitive person, so it's just kind of like all about the fun. My brother, on the other hand, he's very competitive, so he's probably, excited that we're playing Madden just because he knows he'll probably win. But you never know. Maybe this year I'll finally beat him. That's my Buccaneers. 2009 Buccaneers. To be more specific. Because, no, Tom Brady. I don't know. I wonder if Madden 09 has a fantasy draft on it. Maybe I'll put Tom Brady, 2009 Tom Brady, on my team to make it better. Make it that much better. Who knows? I'm not really good at Madden games anyway, so it probably doesn't even matter what quarterback I even play with. Probably still gonna suck anyways. But so doing that's kind of like my mental zone right now. It's just getting ready for that, because that'll be fun. And it'll also be the first time doing our tradition in a new house. So that should be interesting. I even forgot to mention the last time that while I was doing all this, I even got COVID. And so, that was pretty trippy. I did pretty okay. I didn't really have any of the hold on. Alright. Sorry about that. So I got COVID. I was in quarantine. I think like in September I got it. And it wasn't all that bad. I had symptoms, actually I had no symptoms. Like I still had my taste and smell. Well, no, that's a lie. I did have one symptom. I did have breathing problems. I still do. You could probably hear it as I'm talking. Just, I don't know. It kind of feels weird. Like this is probably what it feels like when people have asthma or something. Like just like a constant like I could just feel it in my chest that something's not right. But that's been kind of manageable. I haven't been like any like scary situations where I lost my breathing or anything like that. So just like a whole craziness. this year. I'm sure everybody's year's been pretty crazy. But yeah, I can't believe I forgot to mention that on the last episode, which is a pretty big deal. You know, at a time when I'm like grieving and all that. But lost a family member. I didn't get COVID. So it just sucks. I don't know if I have anything else to really talk about for this week. I just got done downloading the new Borderlands 3 designer's cut. I'll probably make a video of that, doing the new arms race mode, which seems pretty cool. Salvador and Axton from the second game are back. That's awesome. So I'll probably play that, do a video, make it a video on that, probably either, and depending on how it goes, maybe release it even this week or maybe next week. I don't know. I started playing Hitman Contracts too, which is speaking of like classic Xbox games, another original Xbox game that I haven't played since I was little. Just the first Hitman game I played. So that's been kind of cool and fun. And yeah, that's about it this week, I think. Just same old. I am going back to Mexico again, which is pretty fun. Going back in December, like the first week of December. So that should be interesting. I'll probably talk more about that as it gets closer. I was supposed to be in Mexico right now, but then I had to change flights because of the hurricane that's going through. I think it's about to go through Florida right now, but at the time, it was going to go near Cancun, and, just to be on the safe side, me and my boss, Ajay, decided to change flights. So now it's the first week of December. But it's going to be interesting. I hope it's not as hot in Mexico in December. Hopefully it's more manageable and I won't have to carry around a sweat towel everywhere with me. Constantly sweating. I really hope so. But yeah, that's about it this week. Like I said, nothing really interesting happened to me. I did go vote, and so that was, I won't say who I voted for, but I am kind of glad that Biden won. Kind of a relief there. And yeah, that's about it. I'll talk to you guys next week or whenever I feel like doing these. And yeah, I'm done.